What's up, Bertini fam? Now, as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm purchasing a 1200 horsepower plus F-150. Damn! Now, I'm gonna take you through the entire purchasing journey with me. You're gonna see me call up the owner. You're going to see me receive the car. You're gonna see me take the car out for a ride. I'm pretty stoked on this one. I've been waiting to purchase a vehicle like this for a very long time and just never pulled the trigger on one of these. And then one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Let's make it happen. Now, this specific style of truck does have some sentimental value to me, and I will explain that further along in the video. Before I do that, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do me a big favor. Go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. This way you can stay up to date on all of my future content that I'm putting out there. And of course, every time you click that subscribe button, you're putting out good energy into the world. Come on, bro. With that being said, go ahead and roll the intro. All right, well, let's go ahead and get the seller on the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Dan, it's Michael Bertini.
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Good, good. Did I catch you at a good time? Can you chat for a few minutes?
Yeah, man. No problem.
Cool, awesome. By the way, just so you know, I have you on speaker and I am recording as an FYI.
Gotcha.
Awesome, cool. So Bertini fam, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is Daniel Sinclair. Now, just to give you some background on Daniel, he is no newcomer to the performance Ford scene in general, performance trucks, Mustangs. I mean, he's a horsepower guy. He's a gearhead. Daniel has built quite a few really high horsepower vehicles. He's owned, aside from the one that I'm purchasing off of him, he's owned two, I believe. Daniel, is that correct? You've owned two 1400 horsepower vehicles?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So he's built some pretty high performance vehicles. Obviously, when I say built, I know most of you gearheads know this as well, but built means, obviously he's doing work, but also too, other shops are doing tuning, etc. And so we're going to mention some of those brands that he's worked with before in the past. Now, Daniel has been featured in Ford Muscle. I'll go ahead and put a link in this video where you guys can check that out. So that's pretty cool. This truck that I purchased has been featured in quite a few places already. Funny enough, when the F-150 guys and the different high performance forums found out that I'm the one who purchased the truck off of Daniel, they've already been giving me a lot of love. So shout out to the performance F-150 forums. Appreciate you guys extending that courtesy over to me as well. So Daniel, really quick, did I miss out on anything, by the way?
No, man. You're pretty good. Pretty spot on.
Awesome, cool. So I know you actually have a trip coming up this weekend to do some side-by-side stuff. So I won't take up too much of your time here. But can you give me a little bit of a rundown on the vehicle? Maybe some details about the truck. And yeah.
Yeah, man. I bought the truck about 2 years ago. It originally had a, had a 2.9 Whipple on it. I switched that out to a 3-liter Gen 5 Whipple. IATs were much better, just much better blower all around. I carried it to Anthony Ballard of Signature Speed, and he built the transmission and installed the 4 Innovations fuel system. It already had a little bit of a fuel system in it, but Lund Racing, which tunes it, switched everything over. They wanted everything switched to a return style, and it's been flawless ever since.
And Lund Racing, by the way, they're really well known in the industry, right?
Very well, yes, especially with the 10-speed trucks.
Yeah.
They have it figured out. It's pretty spot on for sure.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, even just being on the forums, it seems like a lot of like the top trucks, like the trucks that go 9s, etc. I think even actually 8s. I saw one high 8s. Yes. All Lund Racing. So
pretty much across the board. Drivability is great on them too, man. You'll really enjoy the truck as far as cruising around town. You might call them and have them unfirm the shiftness a little bit because it is pretty crisp, but it's fun to drive for sure.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Now, for the audience out there, and I know some of you also, you know, clearly if you're watching the channel, you're gearheads as well, but I know some of you know this with performance vehicles, it is not a like, you do lose some, you know, what is it called? Feature comforts, you know, that come with these vehicles. Same thing like on the motorcycle, same thing on like the quads, you know, different shifting, right? The more horsepower you get, the more torque you get specifically. Things start to break if you don't upgrade them. And when you upgrade them, you get a lot firmer stuff. So when Dan says like firmer shifting, you know, things are more crisp, etc., it's because it is set up to handle well over 1200 horsepower, right? That's the build that he went for. And so with that being said, you do lose some, you know, typical comforts that you would get. Am I stating that right, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, it still drives like a stock truck. It's just when you get on it, it's gonna, you know, if you go to ease into the throttle like you would to get on an overpass, it's gonna let you know that it has more than just the stock F150 on it.
I know you can't see my face. Dude, I'm Kool-Aid smile right now. I can't, I'm probably blushing in the camera. It's hard not to put a Kool-Aid smile on with that. Now, you did tell me, right? Like, and obviously I know from owning high horsepower vehicles myself, but it is a different animal owning a truck with this much power, right? It is not the same as owning just your regular high horsepower vehicle.
No, the trucks tend to be a little bit more like, oh hell, there's a ditch coming. There's, you know, it tends to, you know, it's got Voss suspension underneath it. It's got Viking double adjustables. It's set up for, you know, hooking at the track. Yeah. It's a lot of power for the street. You know, you got the best of the best Mickey Thompson tires. You know, everything is just set up perfectly. But, you know, it's 1,100 horsepower. It's tough to get it to hook up on the street. You know, 60, 70 mile an hour rolling burnouts is pretty common if you wanted it to happen.
Yeah, that's and for those of you all who are watching, and this is really important too, and I just want to give this safety disclosure. It doesn't matter if you've driven, and I know some of you dudes out there are like, I've driven 6-second cars and whatever, you know, I've went flying down the racetrack doing 1,000,000 miles an hour. I get it. Every single vehicle you buy, every single motorcycle you buy that is high horsepower, high torque, you need to respect it, especially if you're new to owning it. So I'm not gonna be getting in this truck and just start dumping on it because you gotta respect this kind of horsepower. I would say actually anytime you go over, and obviously, you know, this is dependent on power to weight ratio, but anytime you go over, you know, that 600 mark, depending on power to weight ratio, you need to respect that vehicle because it could throw you around like a rag doll. So don't just jump in a vehicle like this and, you know, oh, you know, I'm the man, I'm the woman, I could, you know, get it done. I've done a lot faster. You need to respect these kind of vehicles because you can get hurt. It's no joke. Dan, so just on that note, you did recommend that I actually do turn down the boost. I believe the boost is roughly at around 15 pounds right now, right?
Yeah, it's around 15 pounds. It went 960s at 140 on that fully. It has, and it's full weight. It's 4,600 pounds with me in it. I still tow my boat from time to time with it. I have a 25-foot center console. It doesn't like it, but it will do it. It'll go, you know, down the street, fill it up with fuel, come home. Yeah. That's always a sight for it. That's a good one. You get a lot of looks off that. But yeah, it will and can go faster for sure. I was running at Mod Nationals, so that is index racing. Yeah. So they basically take your best time and knock a tenth off. So essentially, you wanted to be consistent. Yeah. The truck got third last year in it, just for consistency. I was the #1 qualifier for reaction time in it. My buddy Bobby Webb was #2, so he's pretty much got the same build. You'll meet him eventually. Yeah. He knows the truck very well. He's a great dude. And you should be able to bolt a little bit bigger pulley on it and still run some high 9s, low 10s, and drive it every day on the street. That's crazy. Now for the viewers, I should say out there, I've already ordered parts for this thing. I am definitely lowering down the boost. I know some of y'all will have some comments for me on that.
Actually, Dan recommended that I at least, you know, try this setup out the way that he has it. You know, just take it out for a spin, see, don't change anything, just see how I like it first before I start, you know, tinkering with stuff. But obviously I am gonna do that, but as well, I already have parts to tune the car down, or tune the truck down, excuse me. And so that is in the game plan, is to take things down a notch. I'm not, at least I don't foresee myself, unless you guys let me know in the comment section down below, you wanna see a bunch of track racing. I don't foresee myself taking this thing to the drag strip, but I mean, we'll see. Obviously you guys dictate, you know, what happens on the channel, so we'll see how that goes. Now in terms of shipment, Dan, we already have that all set up. We don't have to put the dates in this video, but that's all good to go, right? We're good on shipping?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Now, just for the viewers, Dan is having one of his buddies' companies bring the vehicle down here. He told me, he's like, look, it is a very expensive truck. It is a very mint truck. I don't trust just any, you know, vehicle moving company to take this truck down to you. I would feel a lot more comfortable if somebody I knew who's going to take care of it brings it down to you. And so Dan has some really good buddies of his who are going to be bringing the vehicle down. We'll go ahead and obviously include all that footage here in a minute. But yeah, man, dude, I'm so stoked to get this truck. I'm thankful, and I want you to know it is going into good hands. I'm going to treat this truck the same way that you treated it. It's going to stay mint, brother. And obviously, if you're ever in the Central Florida area, you could always come down and take it for a ride too.
Awesome. All right. You'll enjoy it, man. You'll enjoy it a lot.
Awesome. I appreciate you, brother. I'll let you go now. And thanks again for doing this.
Yeah, man.
All right. Talk to you later, bud.
Thanks, bud.
All right, bye. So the truck is about to be delivered here any second now. I'm super stoked. I'm a little bit anxious, nervous, if you will. Yeah, but I'm really excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys some footage of the truck here right now. What's up, Brandon? What's up? How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good, how was that ride?
Long.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Good, good. Man, it looks nice.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one.
Look at these tires. Holy crap. These things are insane. Look at all that meat. Jesus. This is crazy. Dan, you are not lying, dude. That is a lot of meat on the back of this thing. By the way, you do transport?
I do. I try to stay on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I will run to Texas and stuff, but it usually doesn't work out financially for other people. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I try to stay busy.
I like the private transport though. If somebody was interested in getting a hold of you, do you have an email address that they can reach you at?
You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Slow Green will pull me up on either.
Okay.
I have this, and I also have a 32-foot enclosed triple axle trailer if it has to be enclosed transport.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay, that's
a little bit more money.
Yeah.
Fuel's high, but yeah, I can do either or. So.
Sounds good. Well,
sir.
Brandon, thank you again, brother.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Be good and be careful.
Yes, sir. All right, so Brandon just left right now. Man, I'm excited. I want to show you guys under the hood of this thing really quick. Now, the truck is super dirty. We're going to be getting the entire truck detailed at a buddy of mine's shop, completely detailed, brought back to beyond its, I don't want to say former glory because the truck is in amazing condition, but I mean beyond showroom quality in terms of the paint. We're going to do paint correction. We're going to do undercarriage cleaning. We're going to do the whole nine. I'm going to get some footage for you guys on that. But anyways, let me show you the meat and potatoes of this 1200 plus horsepower truck. Now, I don't know what all is going on in here. I just know it's a whole lot of craziness. This is obviously a Whipple supercharger. It's a 3.0, I believe. Fuel system is all done, and obviously it has a bunch of other really crazy parts to make this thing go 9 seconds and a quarter mile. All right, so here's the deal. I was going to take the truck out right now, but I've talked it over with my wife, and I've realized that it's probably pretty unsafe for me to take out the truck as it sits now. I have not been in a vehicle this powerful in probably closer to a year, maybe 8 or 9 months. And for those of you who know, 1200 horsepower is no joke. That is nothing to bat an eye out. In fact, anything really over the 600 horsepower mark, you need to be very, very, very careful. This is double that. Obviously, this truck is built to do those kind of things, meaning it has the suspension, the wheels, the tires, etc., to handle that kind of power. But still, when you haven't, been in a vehicle like that, it's not smart for you to just get in and push it all the way down and peg the throttle. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe in the future, I'll put this pulley back on, but for now, I do need to turn down the boost so that I feel comfortable driving this vehicle and that I know it is safe for me and that I'm not gonna wreck it or wrap it around a pole or anything along those lines. So anyways, my oldest son is gonna help me. He's gonna come out here, give me his hands really quick, or I should say, give me a second set of hands so that I could go ahead and change out the pulley and the belt on this. Then we will go ahead and take out the truck for a test ride. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change out this antenna right here, this long antenna with the shorty one, so it'll look a lot simpler and a lot cleaner. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out and change this really quickly. Okay, that was the easiest mod I've ever done. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the new belt and pulley onto the truck. So the belt and pulley we're going with, let me just show you here. So the pulley that we're going with is a Grip Tech, and this is a 3.50. So we are, I think is it going bigger? We're basically reducing significantly the amount of boost that the truck runs now. And by significantly, I only mean like 4 pounds, but still, it's like 3 or 4 pounds. And then we are changing the belt to the proper belt for this pulley, which is the K0609 10 RPM. And this is, I believe, a red line, a Gates red line is what this is. I believe, I could be wrong. Anyways, that's what we're gonna be using. Okay, now hopefully this helped reduce some of the horsepower. So as you can see, I got the 3.50, so the 3.5 on with the new Gates belt. And then here is the old Grip Tech. So this is a 3.125. This one is the one I believe that has it closer to around 1200 horsepower. And so hopefully that helped, that pulley mod helped reduce the horsepower quite a bit. Then this is the old belt. So now we are officially going to go out and take this thing out for a test ride. I'm not sure based on this weather if it's going to be right now, just because the car does have, or the truck, I shouldn't say car, the truck has Mickey Thompson slicks on the rear, and that is not rain weather friendly. So anyways, oh, you hear the thunder? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we take it out right now, maybe not. If not, of course, we will we'll go ahead and test ride it and show you guys what kind of reaction you get from me in it. All right, now it's a few days later. The reason I couldn't take it out the day that you last saw filmed was because there was tons of thunderstorm and rain happening. In fact, today is not even the most perfect day out. It is going to rain within the next hour here. So I do want to get a couple of pulls in so you guys can see my reaction on this thing. I am gonna tell you, I am pretty intimidated of the power of this thing. And so I'm going to probably be doing a lot more, or not a lot more. I'm gonna do a few pulls for you guys, but it is going to be rolling ones. I'll do one at 40 miles an hour and I'll do one at 60 miles an hour. So I can see the differences of the power output. I'm assuming it's gonna be crazy no matter what, just because of the fact of how much power this truck has. In the future, I'll get you guys a bunch of different angles of this kind of speed. But yeah, for today, you guys will get to see my reaction. So let's jump right into it. All right, I am doing, let's see here, 40 miles an hour now. Holy fuck! I don't know if you could see that in the camera. Yo, holy shit! What the fuck? That should not be allowed. That should not be allowed in a vehicle. Oh my god! I wasn't even pegging the throttle. I'm sure you guys heard that in the video. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
But did you die?
Oh my god! What in the holy f***? Oh my god. What is that? Holy shit! scary. I wasn't even pegging the throttle. Like, I didn't even like pin it to the floor. Oh, shit, that is fast. That's crazy, and I turned down the boost. That was with me turning down the boost like 4 or 5 pounds. I went from that 3.125 pulley to this 3.5 pulley. All right, I will do this is also, no, I'm going 34. Let's see here. 38, 39. Holy holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! That is insane! That is crazy! You guys don't even understand. I gotta get a camera mounted on this speedometer. Oh my god, I gotta buy another GoPro for this speedometer. That is just insane. That doesn't make sense. It's like your brain can't fathom how fast you move. I went from 40 miles an hour to 100 without even full traction. Like, it wasn't even fully gripping, and it went there. That couldn't have been more than a second and a half max. Like maybe 2 seconds. Just 40 to 100. Holy shit, this thing is f***ing scary. Oh man, I have not had something. This is faster than the GTR. Like, this made the GTR feel slow. Like, that is ridiculous. Oh man, I gotta turn this thing around. Oh, that was quick. I know this thing makes the GTR feel like it's not fast. Like, this would smoke the GTR. I mean, holy crap. Look at this. I got freaking tears coming out my eyes. What is this shit? That is crazy. That is mine. It's like, it's hard. I'm sure I'm doing a bunch of rambling. It's hard to put it into words what you're experiencing when you're going through it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like your brain doesn't comprehend how fast you're being pulled. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. Like, and what's mind-blowing is because you could feel it. You could feel it. Like, I'm sticking the throttle and you could feel it's not gaining the traction that it needs. It's like spinning. It's not even hooking. Oh man, it's not until obviously like I tether the throttle that it actually grabs, like it actually locks up. And this is on low boost. This is on low, or like lower, much lower boost than what it was, you know, when I got the truck. Oh my God, it doesn't even make sense. That is scary. It is for real a scary, yeah, it's scary.
But did you die?
What I just realized too is this is me doing these pulls with the AC on, which is, I mean, it's crazy. That's not even like, you know, in full like a race mode, if you will. Oh my God. As you guys, holy shit, the whole thing went sideways. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Whew. That was nuts. The whole thing just went completely sideways, so I let off. I did pin it that time though. Yeah, there's not a lot of traction. Oh my gosh. I think too, these roads aren't hot, right? It was raining in the middle of the night, and so these roads don't have, you know, the best amount of grip on them right now. So that obviously plays a factor in this. All right, so it's about to rain. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing back inside. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Do me a big favor, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. This way you can stay up to date on my entire build series on this truck, as well as all the drag videos I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be setting up a draggy in this truck, and so you guys will see how the truck actually performs. I know I've already listed the slips in this video, as well as what it looked like at Mod Nationals, but I'm gonna be doing a lot more of that kind of footage. My goal is to turn this into a 9-second street truck, and what I mean by that is, because technically it's a 9-second street truck right now. What I mean by that is I want to put regular, like what somebody would normally put on a truck, wheels. So probably about 20-inch wheels. I'm gonna put more, not street tires, because obviously the truck won't get traction, but it's gonna be a full weight truck. It's gonna be, you know, having all of the truck amenities, so nice stereo system, etc. in the truck. We're gonna go ahead and redo all the upholstery in the vehicle. So there's a lot that we're gonna be doing to transform this vehicle into the ultimate street machine. Well, if you like this video of my 1200 horsepower 9-second truck, do me a big favor, click that like button. It really helps me out. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think I'm absolutely crazy for getting a 9-second truck. I know I've heard it from all my friends already, as well as my wife has told me I'm absolutely batshit crazy for getting this truck, but it's okay because it's fun, right? As long as it continues to put Kool-Aid smiles on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the toys I buy and enjoy them. With that being said, most importantly, above everything else you've seen in this video, make sure you're putting good energy out there into the world and you're paying it forward. That's extremely important. I'll check y'all out later. Bye now.